What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oscar Delahoya once again. Delahoya quotes that he is just happy to be alive. And Delahoya is celebrating his 50th birthday. Okay, he turned 50 this year. Shout out to him. And he confessed that he's just happy to still be here. And he had this to say in this article by Boxing Scene. He said, "Man, I'm not sure I can recall a fond moment whatsoever." Delahoya confessed to BoxingScene.com. "It's all pretty dark. It was pretty emotionally draining for me to talk about it and relive those moments. I think every moment in there was very painful that we spoke about. But it was important to me to let the world know exactly what I was feeling in those moments. When I won the gold medal and returned home to live the lie I was telling the world, reliving my first career loss to Felix Trinidad, even today, it's a struggle and a work in progress. It's not easy. The heart of a 155-minute two-part series chronicle the facade of dedicating every moment in the ring to his departed mother, Cecilia. Media outlets around the world, and especially in the East Los Angeles hometown, immediately fell in love with the 19-year-old Delahoya's mission to honor her dying wish for her youngest son to win an Olympic gold medal. Delahoya did just that in 1992 Barcelona Games, including a final win over Germany's Marco Rudolph to avenge a loss from the quarterfinal round of the 1991 World Amateur Championship in Sydney. Okay. And he said, "The pressure I had since I was a kid, all this built up anger, I knew it would come back to haunt me," admitted Delahoya. "I was my own worst enemy, just fucking ready to implode." Okay. And he admits to struggle living up the expectations placed upon him by his father, Joetta Sr. More startling is the confession that the loving mother he always portrayed to the media spent years abusing him as a child. Delahoya insisted he was the only one of the three children to suffer her physical wrath through. He chose to suppress that pain. And let me stop there, okay? I encourage everybody to watch this documentary on Delahoya. If you guys have been watching boxing as long as I have, you guys can remember Delahoya from the 90s, at 135, then 140, then 147. And he was a technician. He was a beautiful combination fighter. His flurries were phenomenal, okay? He was damn the pretty boy of the image. He was a beast in there. That left hook, he was a southpaw, but he fought orthodox. And the jab will hurt you. The left hook will knock you out. The right hand will set you up for the left hook. The left uppercut was deadly. Okay, so the man could throw these punches and put them together, and those punches and the combos were combinations of destruction. But I'll say this. If anybody that knows anything about me as a person, some that pay attention, some that don't. My mom passed 10 years ago, right? And she passed this month. And I can understand the struggle of losing a mother because it's like no other feeling in the world. But it's a hell of a thing, and I can only imagine someone like Oscar De La Hoya losing a mom, but then knowing or being mad because that same mom that you lost abused you to the point where it affected you, to the point where you had to talk about it to other people, or to the point where you're always angry and fucking ready to implode all the time. So I can only imagine that. So I'm going to make it my business, and I suggest you guys and you gals that saw this and that watched this video to watch the documentary yourself to see what Delahoya was going through. Everybody talks about, the dresses and the drugs and the shit like that. But a lot of people don't know how he got to that point. And I think that's important. People just see shit on the internet and think, oh, gay, fag, and all this shit. But at the end of the day, you got a guy that was living a lie. Okay? And a lot of people do that all the time. That's why I try to be 100% honest in situations. Okay? Especially when talking about myself or anybody else. And Delahoya, I think he had to learn that, and I'm glad he came forth because it's a lot of fighters that went through drug abuse. Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Oscar De La Hoya, Johnny Tapia, Arturo Gatti, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Okay, a lot of people, Fernando Vargas, a lot of people went through drug addiction or drug abuse or substance abuse. Pernell Whitaker. Okay, Tyson Fury. Okay, so yes, a lot of people go through shit. This is Oscar De La Hoya's struggle and testimony. You guys tell me what you think of De La Hoya stating that he is glad just to be alive. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.